So tonight has been a very interesting night. I started my day feeling pretty good about the fact that I was able to put on this sweater. It's a cable knit cashmere sweater, and it fit. It's a little snug around that whole spare tire area in the stomach area. I mean, I'm happy that I can wear it. I haven't been able to wear it for 2 years. This is something I've had. It used to be really big on me when I first got this. I got this 10 years ago, and probably paid like $200-300 for it somewhere. And it was great that it fits today. So there you go. Trying to think, was this a gift? This might even have been a gift. I'm not sure. But I go to the deli. I'm stepping out of the deli. I take off my hooded sweater. I had on a hood over this, being that it's so cold today in New York City. Today in New York City, I think it's November 12th, 2019, and this is vlog 717, 716, something like that. And I had on this sweater with a hood, and it's really, really huge and thick. I got that last year. My dad actually bought that for me. Oh, no. My dad didn't get that for me, but it's a really big, I was wearing that like as a coat. Couldn't really find a coat that fit me, and the ones that fit me were just atrocious looking. So last year I was doing a lot of sweatshirts and stuff like that as my winter jacket, I guess. Anyway, I digress from that. So I get in the car, and I'm kind of like didn't take off the jacket outside the car. I took it off in the car. I'm putting it in the back seat, and there's this horn just. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And then I see that there's some sort of van behind me. And I think I was thinking maybe this guy's trying to get in or something. But I saw cars being able to pass this person. So I think maybe another 10 seconds went by, and the guy's leaning on the horn. And I look over to my side mirror. Now the guy jumps out of the car. I lower my window just a little bit, about right here, and I look, and he goes, yo, I'm doing a delivery. Move your car. And I was like, is that the way you communicate with people? You honking your horn at me to move faster? How do I know who you are and what delivery you're doing, sir? Come on. And I think I was even nice. I said, dude, what I really said was, you shouldn't be communicating with your horn. I had no idea what you were doing. Then he says, immediately after that was, yo, you shouldn't be talking. You're not healthy enough for that. And I'm a veteran. And if the cops come, they're going to take my side because I'm a veteran. And I was like, yo, wait a minute. I said, did you just threaten me? And he goes, nah, I didn't threaten you. I got a delivery to do here, so you need to keep it effing moving. And I was like, because it appears that you are telling me that I shouldn't speak to you because I'm unhealthy, and if I was to challenge you, you're much healthier than me. That what would you do with that? What would you do with this knowledge in your head? Me being unhealthy and you being healthy and you being a veteran. Then he goes, how you know I'm a veteran? How you know I'm a veteran? And I go, because you said that out your mouth. You said that if the cops come, they're going to take your side. So do you believe that if you and I had an altercation, I'm too unhealthy to challenge you? And then he was just like, no, I'm not. All I'm saying is I'm doing a delivery. You should see that that's what I'm doing. And I need this spot. It's a hydrant spot. You can't even be here. And I go, have a good day, sir. I'm leaving now. And as I drove away, I was like, that's the first time in my life I've ever been I've been challenged before. You know, people I never came across to people, maybe it's the way I speak. I'm the guy who would say, I beg your pardon, right before, you begged me to stop. No, I'm teasing. I mean, I'm not a tough guy or anything like that, but I've never been told that my unhealthiness and my obesity will be an issue, so don't even challenge it. Don't even try me, because you're way too fat to even, think about it. And then I guess if the cops come, if him and I were in a scrapping situation, when the cops come, they're going to take his side because he's a veteran. I mean, that was just a lot for me. Like, I was like, wow, I never experienced that. I was really pleased with myself for just, not using my frontal lobe and not, stepping out of the car and just seeking clarity. Like, let's understand each other right now, and stepping out of the car and being real present in the moment. Like, what are you saying, bro? You want to do something? What if I tell you I ain't moving? What if I tell you deliver what you gotta deliver double parked? Like, I was really pleased with myself for not just saying what. But I do find it interesting that his perception, his reality of me was that of a fat, unhealthy man who cannot challenge his bravado because he would be able to outdo me. Like, wow. But I did drive off. And then I pulled over and I pressed the record button. I lost some weight this week, I'm sure. This sweater fits me. It's a really nice sweater. I mean, you can just look at it. Unlike those Walmart sweaters that I've been wearing, you can just see the quality in it. I mean, how can you have something for 10 years that looks this damn good? Come on. 10 years ago, I bought this. Just like no pills or anything. It's just beautiful. And it just feels so nice and luxurious. I used to have like 20 of these sweaters, Pink. All kind of colors. Baby blue, dark blue, black, all different kind of V-necks, turtlenecks. Anyway, my intermittent fasting day was great. Today was a taco day for the people that I work for and at home. LJ did the tacos. She did such a great job. Instead of the ground beef, when you get a personal chef, he's not gonna make your tacos the way your tacos were made or the way you could make them. So instead of taking ground beef, you just take sirloin and you put them in the food processor and you chop it. So no chop is the same. So you don't want to dice it or cut it with a knife, and you have these little cubes. No. You want it to be where that food processor just breaks it all down, does not mince it in any way. And what you have is these deformed little chunks. And you use that. And then you put that in a taco. So it's pretty great. Tacos were amazing. But I had never been told that I was too fat to challenge someone. Too fat. And I made a joke like that recently. that, I don't want to get into any scraps because, what can I go? 30 seconds? After that, I'm food. After that, they'll eat you alive, And what you probably don't know about me is I come from a boxing background. Pan American Games in 1988 and all that kind of stuff. Was supposed to do the Barcelona in 1992. But other life situations got in the way, Life gets in the way. But this situation is interesting because I am almost completely over it. Where normally I would be all in my head and think that guy thinks that you are weak. That guy thinks that you're a victim. That guy thinks that he can say whatever he wants to you because you're that kind of a person and you're not going to do anything about it. And I would let those thoughts just contaminate my brain, and I might like have. Well, let me just say this to you: being fat has never stopped me from stepping up to the challenge, and being fat is not what stopped me from stepping up to the challenge tonight. Because I did step up to the challenge, and I used my brain, and I used being smart to get him to say he was sorry. Yo, I'm sorry, man. I just got deliveries to do. Because at the end of the day, I don't think that guy would have wanted to smoke. Seriously. Especially since he underestimated me so much. I would have used that to my advantage. But I'm just a person trying to get better in this world. I have kids. What if that guy would have hurt me? What if that guy knows, some sort of taekwondo, and as soon as I would have reached out towards him, he'd have used that against me, which I would have never done that, but still. I've been a pretty good scrapper from an early age. Early age. I've been estimated most of my life. And I always let the thoughts get in my head and kind of just take over and just mess with me. But very pleased with myself. Very pleased with myself for not letting those thoughts take over the person that I know that I'm trying to be. The one that I know that I am. This world we live in, this life that we're choosing to just, this life, this world, this idea of where we're at and what we're doing, it's just, everyone can change. I don't have to be so hard-headed, and not because I'm too fat. I don't need to be feeling like this person thinks, what this person thinks of me. It's not my job to prove to this person how wrong they are. That's not my job. My job isn't to say or show a person how serious I can be. How real I am. Intermittent fasting has helped me with that. It's undeniable. Because I might have been... what I was thinking earlier was how you're having this amazing day. You're feeling great. You got on a sweater you haven't worn in years. And it looks decent on you. And you're feeling good. And then this guy, they call them like NPCs. Non-player characters. So you have all these NPCs, all these non-player characters that are just constantly coming into your life. And if anyone doesn't know, there was a bunch of political memes about the NPC, but I know about the NPCs from this guy, Insanity is Sanity channel. So Insanity is Sanity is this young British handsome guy who speaks about things like DMT and the metaphysical, and he's really good. I went to his channel recently and I saw that he had taken down almost 90% of his videos, but there are a few that are up, very short videos. So he's still around, he just hasn't posted anything in a couple of years. But this guy, he was the one that helped make it clear to me what was an NPC, and that's a non-player character. And NPCs, despite what the meme would tell you, or the political meme, what NPCs are these sort of characters that you give them life. In other words, like they're just like you're in a video game, right? Just imagine you're in a video game, and in this video game, as the player, as you're walking through the video game, playing the video game, like maybe you can even see yourself, not like first player where you only see what's going, every time you look up, that's where the screen goes. No, I'm talking about when you can see yourself, and yourself is traveling through the video game, and yourself passes by a woman walking with a baby carriage. It also passes like a guy outside the store just sitting outside the store. And then you walk into the store and there's like 2 or 3 people shopping in the store. And as you walk through the video game, you pass all these things, and then you open up the cash register and you take money. And that money might give you like, more power in the game, right? So you get that you're like in this video game and you're going through these motions. And all these other things around you, these people are just NPCs, non-player characters. But here's the thing. Some video games, you can actually stop a person walking and interact with them. And they're very limited to where their interaction will be as far as the game is concerned. Like, maybe the woman in the baby carriage might say, "Move out of my way, I have to feed my baby." And what you don't understand is that a lot of the people around you are NPCs. These are non-player characters in your life. They have no reason for even being there. Or if they're there, they're just in the background. There's no reason to stop the woman. There's no reason to talk to the people at the register. There's no reason. Your objective is to go in the store and get extra clips for your AR-15 and this this video game that you're playing. So life is like that. Life is about the goals, to getting from one place to the other and kind of being in the moment. And it's like, I went to the store, got the water, came back, got in the car, and before I got out of the car, or before I got back in the car, there's this guy who's just doing a delivery. Okay? And this guy is like kind of reading from a script. I'm a veteran, cops are going to agree with me, you're fat, you won't be able to handle being in an altercation with me. And when I challenged him by using logic, he was unable to take it any further. But had I maybe jumped out of the car, then it would have taken his character now is given life. I'm giving life to a person who has no real meaning in my life. Not that he's a nothing or a nobody or I'm bigger or better than him, but he's not part of my reality. And what happened was, by me not moving as fast as I should have or could have, by maybe saying to myself, yo, this dude is honking at me, I'm not in a rush now. Ego. That ego allowed the NPC to then give it life. And I gave him life. And I was allowing him, in his limited ability to communicate with me, be more than what his function is in my story, in my reality, in my bubble, in my place to go. So yes, I started the day feeling great, but these NPCs, you don't want to give them too much life because they will try to ruin your day. And they will try to get in your way. So I'm very pleased with myself for not getting into an altercation with this guy who is obviously stressed, who is obviously being late to his deliveries all the time, that he knows that if he continues to be late, he's going to not have a job. You know? But today was the first time I ever felt that obesity, fat shaming happen like that. You know, this guy totally fat shamed me, and I'm okay. I'm not going to go into a spiral. I'm not going to, you know, hate myself and feel a certain way. It's okay. I'm a 331 pound man, maybe 30 pound man, 330 pound man, or maybe 329 pound man, but I am still a very huge man, and perception is reality. What he sees makes sense to him until I checked him. I wanted to make it clear, were you threatening me? And do you feel that because I'm unhealthy that I cannot get into an altercation with you, that you were threatening violence to me? You know, I probably could get him fired for that. I'd probably go back to the store and say, yo, what was it that they were delivering here earlier? I was outside. He said, oh yeah, they delivered this. I'm like, okay, what's the name of this box? Boom, call them guys up and say, yo, on this date, on this time, you got a worker over there who felt it was a right to threaten me because I wasn't moving from the hydrant expeditiously enough. But I am on this journey of losing weight. I'm not on this journey to be scrapping with idiots who don't even mean anything to me. Proving what to that guy? It would be only me proving to myself what I should already know. And what I should already know is that my left hook game is crazy. My right kick to the thigh game is insane. My front Steven Seagal kick is no joke. My arm bar is legendary. But I have nothing to prove to any of these people. Today was a good day. I'm glad I pressed record. I am. Home. Feeling better. Recognizing that I'm not the only one having a rough time. I witnessed some police officers over here running out of their patrol cars and heading into this tequila bar. So I'm not the only one whose ego is being tested. When you see cops running into tequila bars, you know it's going down. Take you over the Brooklyn Bridge with me, and then I will have to bid you adieu. Oops. Don't want to take any lights. that I don't want to do. Oh, man. Today was a good day. And it's ending even better. Getting to see myself with the ego stripped. The ego being... You see, what was great is that the ego was probably what stopped me from just taking off and saying, oh, let me get out of here. This guy wants to get in this spot. But me seeing cars going around him, I was just like, my ego stopped me from just going. And the ego also pushed me in a place where I wanted to ask the important questions like, are you threatening me? What are you saying to me right now? Let's make this understood. Let's have some clarity here. And so the ego was still there. I wasn't a docile man on some old sorry, and just keep going. I wasn't the beta man that I cannot be. I can't be that beta who's overly apologetic, who feels others' pain through their rudeness and tackiness to you. Like, I have a friend that they're like telling me about how some woman is like cursing them out because they accidentally moved their car in a certain way, and like he felt horrible because he felt like, yo, I ruined her day. I'm like, no, you didn't. You didn't ruin her day. She didn't think about you after 10 minutes. You know, some people just got pissed off at that very moment. And I'm not calling him a beta man. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying I can't be the beta. I cannot internalize people's feelings so much so that it ruins my day. You know, I don't want to ruin anyone's. I don't want a person being a jerk to me to then ruin my day. The hell with that. So the ego is still there. The ego is still alive and present. But I, you know, let me slow it down so you can see. Let me go a little slower. There we go. Yeah, I have to go like 19 miles an hour for you to see the bridge. But this city I'm in is pretty amazing. See if you can see this.